Hello class, here is a recording for an increasing cost industry talking about the transition from one long-run equilibrium to another after we experience a decrease in demand. So let's get started by drawing our axes and labeling them. So we got price on the y-axis, quantity on the x-axis. Now I'm going to draw our initial curves. We're going to start in long-run equilibrium. And I'm going to label these curves S0 and D0, and those indicate our initial long-run equilibrium. So we have firms in this perfectly competitive market making zero economic profit, and we have corresponding quantities Q0 and P0. Now, we've said that there's a decrease in demand. So what's going to happen is our demand curve will shift to the left, and that will give us this new demand curve. Let's call it D1 because it happens after D0. Now that leads the price to go down. We're at this new price P1, and our quantity falls as well. We're at Q1, so that's just the normal short-run reaction that we're used to. Now what happens is that this is a perfectly competitive market with free entry and exit. So now firms start making losses when the price goes down, right? We saw that earlier this week. Because they're making losses, some firms exit the industry. And when firms exit the industry, that causes the industry supply curve to shift to the left. So now I'm going to draw a new industry supply curve and label it S2. And that corresponds to this point right here, our next long-run equilibrium point, a quantity of Q2 and a price of P2. Now, if we want to make our long-run supply curve, what we have to do is basically connect the dots. We have this long-run equilibrium point and this long-run equilibrium point. So if we connect them together, we end up with our long-run supply curve. Notice that in the long run, supply is more elastic than in the short run, and that's something you should remember from the elasticity chapter. Given more time to adjust, we get more elastic. So we can also tell that this is an increasing cost industry because the long run supply curve is upward sloping. So I hope this video has helped you see what happens, the transition dynamics in this perfectly competitive market, and you can see why this is an increasing cost industry. If you have any trouble, stop by my office hours or see a TA.